Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Kayla's Home and Health Crusade. I'm Kayla, and we do all things home and health over here, from cleaning motivation to weight loss and gym motivation. So if you're new, you are so welcome here. I hope that you find something that motivates and inspires you, because that's the entire purpose of this channel anyway, to help with the one thing that we all seem to run out of all too often: motivation. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, I've had some requests lately, and one of them is to know how friends and family treat me now that I've lost 105 pounds. And that's not something that can be answered directly or easy, because obviously every person is different. So their reactions and their actions are obviously going to be different. So for me, the easiest one to start with, and also the most obvious, is going to be my hubby. My husband has always been supportive of everything I do, even the bad decisions. He's still supportive, whether I fail or whether I succeed. He's supportive. He's always been my biggest cheerleader. He loves me regardless of what I weigh. He's so proud of the improvements I've made in my health. And he even watches every video I make every time it comes out. I just love that. He's so sweet. Anyway, I love him to tiny little pieces. He is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Hands down, there is no comparison. Nothing comes close. So, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about my hubby, and never will, because I just love him. Every time I think I can't love that man more, he goes and does something that makes me love him more. Anyway, I could blither on all day long about how much I love my husband, because I truly do. But we'll have to go to a different person. And I think the most obvious, or number second, would probably be my kids. So I have four kids. I have three girls, one boy. Um, in order, they go daughter, daughter, son, daughter. There is a huge age range between them too, because my oldest is 27 and my youngest is 13. So yeah, there's a big gap. I tell you that so that you can get an idea of what their age range is and what their mindset is going to be when I tell you how they react to certain things, because obviously a 27-year-old is going to act a whole lot different than a 13-year-old, because we all know what Gen Alpha's like. My oldest is a lot like her daddy. She watches most of my videos. She writes sweet little supportive comments on them. She tells me what a great job that I'm doing when I talk about certain milestones. She's just a sweetheart, really is. My middle daughter is more inspired by my health and my weight loss. She asks questions on what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and wants to know why and how that works, why it works. And she has even got a membership to the gym and wants to go with me so that she can start her own journey. And I'm just so proud of her. She's doing great. She's more health conscious than anything. Wants to know what she can do to prevent certain health problems that our family has, so fixing that with diet and exercise is kind of important to her. Okay, sorry. I had to move locations. Everybody came in and wanted to use the kitchen, so I got a little nosy upstairs. We're at my son, and my son is a little different. He's a boy. So to him, I'm just mom. He'll tell me I'm doing a good job and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter to him. Um, uh, his mom's his mom regardless of the weight, so it doesn't usually come to his mind, and he usually doesn't bring it up. I'll get a sweet kiss on top of my head and that's great, mom, good job, and then he'll walk off. But Other than that, he really doesn't say much because it really doesn't even cross his mind. I'm just mom, and regardless of how much I weigh or my health, I'm always going to be his mom, and that's just the way he sees things. So, it doesn't bother me. My son has a heart of gold, and he's the sweetest, most loving little thing on the planet. He even gave me a whole dozen roses for Mother's Day. He was so sweet. I even dried them. I'm saving them because I've never gotten a whole bouquet of roses from my son before. I just want to put that in there because he is sweet. He is the sweetest boy. He's always doing the most loving things. But because he is a boy and because I am his mom, it's not he's not bouncing around jumping for joy with every pound loss, and that's just the way it is. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she is kind of the same when it comes to my mom, no matter what weight. So she's kind of like Matthew on that one. She has a good for you mom kind of mentality on it, but then at the same time she has a health and weight's not my thing, so I really not into it. Keep in mind, she is 13, and we all know what it's like to be 13 because our entire world revolves around our little circle of friends, whatever boy we're crushing on that week, right? So, yeah, that it's just not something that she pays attention to. She has watched a couple of videos of my before and afters and went, wow, I didn't realize you lost that much, because I don't think it really crosses her mind much. And that's just the way teenagers are. When it comes to my parents are super positive about it, but then both my parents are diabetic, so theirs is more on a my mom is supportive of it and focuses more on you're doing great with the weight loss, but my dad is more inspired by the my A1C levels, because I went from like an 8 to a 4.9, and I've completely reversed my diabetes, and that impresses him more than anything, because, well, he's been diabetic most of his life, and he's uh that's a feat. To get your A1Cs back down to completely normal, that's impressive to him. Okay, had to move again. Sorry about that. But yeah, they all decided to go back downstairs and wait for dinner to be done. And so I got evicted. I have really, really got to figure out or make my own little like recording area where I can do that and not be interrupted. But that is yet another thing to put on the to-do list for growing my channel. We'll get to it. I promise. We will. Anywho, we're back to extended family and friends, and that's a bit different. I get a whole range of reactions when it comes to that, from like jealousy to messaging me looking for advice and diet instructions. The jealousy one is odd for me. I've never dealt with that kind of jealousy before, and it's weird. And the only way I can explain it is like this. It's like they thought of themselves as a big fish in a little pond, and me, the little fish, did something that is taking away the attention from the big fish. And the big fish isn't liking that one. That's the gist of what I get out of it. It's like they liked me better when I was insecure and passive, and they want me to go back to being the designated fat friend because they liked me better that way. And they got more attention that way. But no, that's not happening, and I just if they do stuff like that, they just kind of not, they become not a part of my life. I don't put up with that stuff anymore. And I do get rid of toxicity out of my life. I'm too old to deal with that stuff. I really am. I'm pushing 50 here, so I'm just way too old to deal with crud like that. Then you have, let me see, then you have the exact opposite. The exact opposite, and I mean the exact opposite. We have people that I have people that I have not spoken to in decades, and I mean decades, like high school. And like I said, I'm 47, so I'm pushing 50. I'm gonna be 48 this year. And oh, hello, baby. What are you doing? Yeah, is it love time? No, we can't do love right now. Anyway, the I haven't spoken to these people in decades, and they're messaging me. They just pop up, start messaging me, and they're looking for diet advice and health advice, and normally I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'd be tickled pink to help them in any way, shape, or form that I could. But the thing that gets me is when we were in high school, they couldn't stand me. They didn't even want to give me the time of day, but now they want to act like we've been best friends this whole time. It's odd. It's just really odd. It's like you didn't even want to give me a second glance in high school. Why do you want to talk to me now? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments if I'm just overthinking that. There is one more thing I can think of. I did have a family member passively aggressively tell me I could stop losing weight now. She said, how did she say it? She said, don't lose any more weight now. You wouldn't want to blow away. And I was like, blow away? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? She can't possibly think that I weigh the equivalent of a piece of paper. I mean, what is that? No, but seriously, we have to quit laughing at the monkeys. We might make them cry. Anywho, that's all I have for reactions. Most of my friends are very caring and supportive of my progress. If you follow my channel, you know I had to weed out a bunch of people from my life for their toxicity for my mental health. And so I keep my circle little. And I hope this answers your questions. And if you have any more, feel free to ask away in the comments. I will answer them all for you. See you tomorrow.